Let's get the show on the road. Let's see if I can find, can I like make a, yep, please. I worked really hard to get the focus. Okay, yeah. Almost. There it goes. Kind of, sort of. I like how it's having a harder time focusing for some reason today, because of course it is, since I'm actually streaming this. Diceception. Yeah, so this, I don't actually use this as a dice. This is just a fun little thing. I found it at a Tokyu Hands. I don't know if anyone's familiar with that chain of stores in Japan. I found it at Tokyu Hands of all places in a hobby, on the one of the hobby floors. And yeah, there's a tiny D20 inside the other D20, so you can, you know, if you have to roll for advantage or disadvantage. That's the idea. But this is so poorly, like the outside is just like really dinky plastic. The inside dice feels like it's weighted nicely, but the outside is like not. So yeah, I just bought one for funsies and I just use it as a decoration. Brother's cat will stand up and pull your hand down and take. So they dislike me and they refuse to let you touch them. Campbell does that when he actually wants pets and you haven't given them to him. Like he just came in right now for pets specifically. He came over and he pawed my arm to make sure that I was going to give him pets. He also does that when you're giving him tidbits off of your dinner. He'll like, if you want some more, he like paws your elbow. And it's like, bruh, you've had like 5 bites already. Chill. All right, we're gonna go through. I'm not gonna like I'll probably just pull the D20 out of each set unless it's a special thing where they're all different. And so I have these handy dandy little organizer boxes that I got from the 100 yen shop, again, when I was living overseas, that have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 slots, and they're meant for like, yeah, putting your sewing and or your kabochon or your whatever when you're doing your hobbies, your buttons, your whatsits, and I use them for dice. So, and they have these really nice, I'm trying to really see if I can get it in the, see this? So on the bottom, there's a little foot, so you can stack them cleanly and they won't fall over. Like you actually have to like shove them to make them fall over. It's really nice. No matter how light the stuff is that you have in there. Glittery cores inside. Yeah, I don't have any liquid cores. They seem really cool, but I know when they first came on the scene, I was like, I kind of want to wait and see how they age. Because that's something people don't know about, always know about handmade dice, that's done with rosin, is that the dice, and even, you know, basically indie dice made with rosin, not just indie ones. Like, for example, this set, I'll show you guys. This will be one of our first sets. This set I bought because it's like these lovely little rose petals and things inside. They have yellowed, which I knew they would. They used to be much more just clear with the flowers inside, but they've yellowed. I don't mind because of the look of the dice. I was like, oh well, I'll just give it an antique-y look. It's fine. Like that's fine by me. But yeah, these guys. Now, I will tell you, if I had done this stream 5 years ago, I might have been able to just tell you off the top of my head where I got all of these dice. Most of them, I could not tell you specifically, or even necessarily what brand they are, if they are brand dice and not indie. So, very classic EGL, right? Yeah, I got these and these guys at like the set at the same time because I thought they went nicely together. These had like the gold letters, and then this had gold flakes inside, so I thought that they went nicely together. I do remember that. I've always kept them together. Grandma's kept... Dude, that is so... People ask me, they're like, what, like, how would you describe your style? And I'm like, I wear pants that look like your grandma's couch. Sadly, all of my grandma's couch pants either died, basically they were full of holes, or they were like a pair that I didn't wear as often, so I ended up leaving them behind. They didn't come with me. And I'm very sad because it means I don't have any grandma couch pants, and that's like my grandma couch print is like my vibe. IRL. So most people call my style either goth librarian or heavy metal grandma. Either one. It's good. But no, I was thinking, yeah, I had this one pair that were so perfect. Oh my gosh, they were the best. It was like dark toned even. It wasn't even bright colors. It was like dark toned. Oh, they were so good. Both knees ripped out of them. Goth librarians, yes. Hey, jellyfish. Yeah, there was just something about the way that I would dress. People were like, "That's you just look like a heavy metal grandma," and I'm like, "That works." These are pretty. I remember getting these, and I think it was a difficult thing to get these because I think they went out of print. I don't remember. I think I had to order them off like a really rando site to find them, and their color is kind of, there we go. It's kind of hard to capture without being there, like with a fancier camera, but I really liked the tone, the way that the sheen on them, so. And then these guys are just sparkly with purple letters, or numbers, I should say. These are just super mega ultra sparkly. Very thick glitter with a like kind of a peachy tone. The glitter has kind of a peachy tone to it. Like the rosin used is more of like a white glittery kind of thing, but then they've added like orange and pink glitter, which I don't think this camera's picking up very well, but you can see the sheen. I would need like a super mega ultra fancy camera to fully capture all that. All right, this one, I got this. I want to say both of these might have been random freebies that I got that I didn't like necessarily pick out. This one has just kind of a cloudy light blue look, and they're not things that I would normally pick for myself, but I actually they kind of grew on me, so I kept them. Ooh, let's go for something weird. Okay, so this set, I'll pull out the... Let's do some... These sets, I have to pull out the whole thing. I have to pull out the whole thing for you guys to see. These are a present from my friend Jazz, who occasionally shows up in chat. They're very spiny and pokey. And their shade of purple is actually more warm than the camera is picking up, but... They're super, super light. So they can be a little bit tricky, but they are weighted... despite being really light, they're all very carefully and similarly weighted. So I have used them to some success, but usually I just like to have them on display because they are really, really cool. Yeah, they're very, very pokey and fun. I think it was a birthday present or something one year. But yeah, so they're special. Regardless, even if they were like super like not well weighted and terrible, I would still adore them because my bestie gave them to me. Right? Yeah, they're cool. Let's see here. And then the other set, I want to say these were Kickstarted. I want to say this wasn't like a set I bought, but this was like a Kickstarter. That was fortune telling themed. So everything is versions of, all the dice have themes of divination. So the 20 is a crystal ball. The 12 is palmistry. The 6 is dowsing. And some say no and some say yes, depending on the side that you're looking at. The 4 is... Oh god, what is that is that runes? I think it's runes. I think it's supposed to represent runes. And then the 8 is a candle, because if you didn't know, there are types of divination done just by looking into a candle's flame and reading how the flame reacts. Okay, that helped. For whatever reason, me putting my hand here helps it not just focus on the dice, but also do the color a little bit better. I blame, I don't know. I don't know why I do that, but it do that. And then the 10s are, there's 2 10s in here, and they're both the same. They have a planchette, and a planchette for doing Ouija kind of stuff. That one's kind of hard to see. Yeah, planchette. Planchette. Promised we get a better look at it. I will take a let's see. I will take a sippy here in a moment to get a better look at Crystal Ball Lady. The runes. Dowsing. And a candle. Yeah. Yeah, that's a fun set. Okay, here comes these 2 super mega, like, I don't know how to describe this sparkle. It's something you have to see in person. It's very, very cool and very special. I want to say, I know I bought these from Green Leaf Geek, specifically their shop. Dice Goblins Unite, hey Rats! I didn't mean to ignore your message thingy. I will get back to you. Yeah, this camera cannot capture this at all. We've got a green set, kind of almost tealish, and then a pink set. And these were like some of my very first dice purchases that were not from the local game shop, which if you've ever watched videos on like Nerdy Japan, on Weird Japan, you've probably seen it. Yellow Submarine is a chain in like the Tokyo, Yokohama area. And I think they have some down in Osaka and stuff too. They're a pretty big chain. You can go there and like buy dice sets or buy like individual dice, but it's almost exclusively just Chessex stuff. It's really basic. Oh yeah, we're breaking out the whole fucking menagerie today, for the most part. Yeah, I won't keep these on screen too long since it's not really capturing it, but like the sparkle on these in person is just like, this is what got me the itch of like, I had to buy more dice. I haven't bought any dice in like 2.5 years or something like that. It's kind of wild to me. All right, that's box number 1. That's box number 1. Onward to the next. Let's see here. Oh yeah, let's get some gothy ones in here. Does this one, they're not all different, right? They all have, it's just the 10s that have the special thing. Yeah, okay. All right, so I'm actually gonna pull out the 12 because it shows it better. Oh boy, goth dice. Silver on black goth dice. Gotta have the goth dice. They have a very basic design, but on the 10 and the percentile dice, there's a little raven that sits on the numbers so you can tell which way is up. Goth dice. And yeah. Oh, the 4 is actually kind of cool looking. Cause like if you look at the like almost like chain mail, almost like a chain mail kind of links that go around the edges. So for the 4, it's more, they did like a design like this. I am not a hand model. Alright. Dude, y'all, I'm so self-conscious about my hands and my nails because I've never had nice ones. So I was like scrubbing my hands this morning, just like, oh my gosh, please don't embarrass me. Dice enthusiast, custom metal dice. Oh yeah, I do have a bit of metal dice. We'll get there. I don't have a lot, but because they are really heavy. Alright, this set, I know I bought this from the Dice Shop Online, which is a UK site. I highly recommend them for if you're just kind of putzing around and you just want to buy like single dice. Like, hey, I like the sparkle on that one, or hey, I like that set, but do you have it in just sixes? Like, they're good for that kind of thing. I just liked the this was very like, I don't know, old school vampire Castlevania, like marble floor kind of looking, red on red kind of thing happening here. Market Square about some custom dice. Had the mouth of a mimic. Nice. Nice. And then these are some of my favorite. These are from, I'm trying to think of the brand. I can't remember. These aren't Chessex, but they're another big group where they like sell these themed sets. And this is another theme set, and it's one of my favorites. It's the Goblin set. So it's like lime, like fluorescent green on purple. I wonder actually, where's my phone? Would that help if I put my flashlight on maybe? Like as a little extra? Oh gosh. Maybe? Hang on, I'd have to rearrange because I got a bunch of my fancy dice boxes sitting right there. Move them over. Maybe I could set it up to lean? Oh no, that makes a weird shadow. How about from over here? What if I put it over here? Would that help? Maybe that's part of, that'll help a little bit. There we go. Most of them look about the same. They've got, it looks like little teeth, little gobble teeth coming around the number. I like, the 6 is like the funnest one though because of that little guy, little Cyclops. I don't think they glow in the dark. I think they're just fluorescent looking in the light. I don't think they glow. I'm pretty sure I have a set of glow in the dark dice, but I actually didn't like them that much, so they're kind of packed away. I ended up not actually liking them. Yeah, here we go. Let's see. The 12 had that. 6 has that. Does the 20 have a special? Hello? Yeah, 20 has a little skull. Hee. The 8 has a little hatchet. Let's see. The percentile and the 10, are they the same? Do they have the same thingy on them? Or are they different? Yeah, same thingy. We'll cross the blades. There we go. We'll cross the blades. And then, how about you? And then the 4 is not terribly exciting, but the, I like the way the numbers look. All right, let me just like pull out a bunch of 20s here. Ooh, unless actually, I think the 10 on this one. I think this is one of the Borealis dice. It's like, this one is kind of blue and teal with like orange in it. The 10 shows the orange a little bit better. Yeah, shiny. I bought these just because I thought they were actually, well, the camera, this is another one where like the camera just cannot pick up the color. They're like almost sickly yellow with sparkles and red numbers, and I don't know, they just looked weird as fuck, and I had to have them. They looked really almost gross. These are weird. I think these were actually, I got these discounted because they were like B grade or something. I think maybe they were considered to already like be aging a bit. The numbers look really hard to see. I don't mind that as long as I've got, you know, my light and all that. So unless I'm like doing it in the dark. This I remember that this type was called kiwi. As you can tell, it does kind of have that. The shade of green with like the dark spots.
Kiwi.
Let's see here. Here's another set that I'm like, I don't even know how much I like this. It just looks weird. Why is it like chartreuse numbers on gray and red? What is happening here? That's weird. Need my cheaters to see. Yeah.
These are just pretty. I like this set.
It's blue ink on like blue, purple. Kind of this almost makes me think of like a rocket pop, but instead of red, it's got purple in there. Kind of pinky purple, so yeah, it makes me think of like a rocket pop. Pan pride flag, yeah. I think I bought a pan pride. I do actually have some pride dice. I'll show you guys. I think I bought a pan pride die for dandelion at some point, as I remember. Oh, this set. This set, okay. Yeah. Alright, we're gonna do our best. We're gonna do our best. It has little clockwork gears in it. I'm trying. Kind of see in there. And then the glitter kind of sits to one side. How you doing, Spring Roll? The pink and yellow text. Oh yeah. That it does kind of have that look to it too. Yeah. These ones I just thought looked nice. They're interesting. They feel ever so slightly bigger than my usual sets of 7. They just haven't had a nice sparkle to them. I don't know. I was drawn to them. They have kind of a dreamy fey look to them. Alright. 2 boxes down. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 boxes plus my giant box of singles to go. Yeah, we got some gears. Alright. Next one. Here, we'll start with this one. Speaking of steampunk, I have the steampunk set from that one collection. They all look slightly different, but they've got like the gears going around the edges. And then the 4 actually kind of has more of a proper like clock face on it. Coffee, no, why'd you do that? Ugh, that's my shorts. Alright, well, I guess I'm doing... I should probably put stain remover on that later.
I spilled some coffee on my shorts.
Yeah, there's 2 different... I think there's 2 different ones. I think there's one that's like more black on white and one more that's like one more white on black. I don't know. Because I know I have at least one other, like, random 8 or something that's from a similar kind of steampunky set. Alright, oh, these 2 sets are very, very similar. They're both kind of, they made me think of, like, coffee. This one in particular was like, you know, coffee with some cream in it or something. This one is similar, but like with a little more sheen and sparkle and less dark spots. They're not super exciting, but I like them. I will also say the one that has more of the coffee brown kind of look, the glitter is pink. Whereas, in this one, it's like pink and white, I want to say. Oh gosh. Where did I get this one? I got this from, oh, yeah. No, this was a special set from, Beholder Dice, because it's got the eye on it. They've got their logo on there. I've gotten a bunch of stuff from Beholder Dice in Scotland, because I used to order from groups in like the UK a lot because it was actually cheaper than getting stuff over from America when I was living overseas. So a lot of the places I started to frequent, gosh, wow. There's so much going on inside these days. Very foresty, sparkle, but it's like, it's not like regular sheen, it's like chunky flakes and like glitter chunks and stuff. Well, here we go. I have a lot of green dice and I have a lot of purple dice. Case in point. This one's more, is a bit of a more warmer tone with silver and sheen, like a more silvery sheen to the glitter. This one is more blue with purple, gold ink, and the sheen. Gosh, there we go. A little bit better.
Thank you for the work, Nightingale.
Oh, here we go. I got another theme set. Here we go. Halloween. I got pumpkin dice.
I got my pumpkin dice.
Why is that one having...
Perfect.
Yeah. So, let's see here.
You can see the little jack-o'-lantern face.
I do tend to pick dice that I feel like fit a character for sure when I play. And sometimes the dice don't even like aesthetically fit the character at all. But I just have this ping of this is theirs, you know? Yeah, these are fun. These are fun. The 4 is neat.
It's got the face is kind of almost hidden in there.
Yeah. These I remember being kind of hard to get because I think they might have gone out of print for a while. But I finally found somebody who had them because I was like, I need pumpkin dice. Give them to me. Ooh, okay. This is one of my favorite sets. And it is the weirdest. I definitely got it on discount because nobody fucking wanted this set. It makes me think of Pebbles. Like, collecting rocks at the riverside or something. Or the beach. I don't know. It's very, like... I don't know. I like these a lot. And they're all, like, each one is just so different from each other. Because sometimes you get sets where everything seems relatively uniform-ish. But not this set. Every die looks super different. And I really like it. It makes me think of, yeah, collecting, like, pebbles and seashells. I don't remember doing the white balance with my pale ass hands in here, but okay, camera, sure. Grandpa's tumbled rocks, yeah. Didn't catch it. It is Spirit City Lo-Fi Sessions. It's actually, while it is quote unquote a game, it's meant to be a, like, organize your time, focus on a task. Like there's a to-do list, a habit list, a journal, a timer, like a Pomodoro timer, and built-in stream-friendly lo-fi music from Homework Radio. So yeah, you can find different spirits by doing different things. You can set like I have right now. I have it set to like afternoon lighting with rain and thunder and wind. But you can do like, you can have, what are all the sounds? You can have like You can have weather, you can have like crickets, like night forest, it's called night forest. You can have pink noise, white noise, brown noise. You can have the sound of like clicking on a keyboard. Like if that calms you, like hearing someone else work, you know?
Hi, buddy.
He's back. And you can have birds, you can have sizzling food cooking. Yes, and it's like $12 typically. I got it when they had it marked down a few dollars recently. I just threw it on my card because I was like, this just seems good. And straight up, first couple of days, like I just made it part of my routine. I pull it up in the morning when I'm like checking messages and stuff. And the habit thing helps me so much to be like, I did definitely take my thyroid meds. I did definitely take my vitamin D supplement. You know, it's really cute and nice and very, you can make your little avatar however you want. All right, here's some rando ones.
This guy is just cool and sparkly and purple and gray and green and a whole bunch of other stuff. I was like his colors.
Excuse me, sir. What? I have this stack of a couple of dice boxes from some Kickstarters, and he just keeps knocking the top one off and putting his paw on it like, hey, look at me. Here's another Borealis, Gothic numbered Borealis dice that is just super, like, pearlescent,
Shimmery fun.
Also, Spirit City is supposed to, they did a free update recently to add more spirits and do some quality of life changes. And they've said that they're gonna do at least free updates for the first year after initial development. So it's a small indie team, so I figured it was a good time. Let's see here. All right. Oh, maybe. That needs to go over there. Oh, here's some more that were like some of my earliest buys that were not singular. Again, similar sets that I found close together that complement each other. One is like clear with some like green and black floating around. This is the same but with more color and red flecks to look like blood in it. So I used to mix these two sets together for a particular character I had. Oh shit, did I accidentally put something? Yeah. You're missing your 6. I must have actually put the 6 in the... Hang on, let me check something here. I think I did. Where you at? Did this one? No, but that one goes in with my... There's the 6 from the Pebble set. I was wondering where that was. Aha. Yes? Yes, I think so. I think that one goes there. There we go. Occasionally I accidentally put things away in my singles thinking that it's not part of a set because it looks slightly different from the rest of the set. Meh. Meh. You say meh. Meh. Alright. Buddy. He's pawing at the lump that is the old man cat hiding under the blankets. Buddy, leave him alone. Leave him alone. Don't antagonize the old man. Alright, let's see here.
These are just pretty. They make me think of like a sunset or like a tropical drink or something. Magenta with like yellow and... Oh my gosh, seriously, cat. Stop antagonizing. Stop antagonizing the old man. Leave him alone. Yeah, I don't know. I like that one. That was neat. It's different.
And then, oh, here's another. These also give me like fairy vibes with like very pale teal and lavender color with sparkle and gold letters. Let's see here. Oh yeah, here we go. More beachy feeling. These were to me were very like oceany, but tropical oceany. They're like lighter on one side. Oh my god, Cat, stop it! You want to start a kid fight club? Those two do have a fight club. They have a brawl every early morning, but it's actually the old man who starts it, but he can't finish it. It's really hilarious. He's always like yelling at the younger kid, like, come play with me, let's have a bar brawl. And the younger kid's like, I'm trying to sleep, bruh. I'm trying to sleep. And it's really, because Campbell is really fluffy, if you've seen pictures of him that I've posted. And so like Lacewing jumps on him and tries to bite his neck, you know, but he can't get through all the fur. So Campbell's just sitting there looking annoyed, completely unperturbed, but just... yeah. Hilarious. Hey, Ghost! Yeah, easy to make those kinds of mistakes. Okay, yeah, here we go. Here's another very, like, I don't know, tropical to me feeling. Like, I'm having gummy candy on the beach.
What's so sparkly and orangey red? Well, there's a... yeah.
Why does my pale hand fix this? I don't know. Alright. Onward. Ah! Safe. I already lost one die that decided to go flying under something somewhere. Luckily, it was a die I wasn't even gonna show you guys. It doesn't matter. It was unimportant. Okay, some more themed dice. These, for the most part, look very similar to each other. So let's see. I'll pull out the 4s, maybe, or the 4 and the 8. Yeah. Okay. I think this one was supposed to be like, you know, themed to like different kinds of giants or something. Hill giants. I don't know.
I thought they looked cool.
And actually, so at the time, when I got these, I was not into Monster Hunter. But now that I am into Monster Hunter, these make me think of Monster Hunter, quite frankly. These dice definitely make me think of Monster Hunter. I am awake while the eternal sun burns. I know, right? It's wild. How you doing, Tunchi?
Thank you for the alert, Ghost.
And then I've got these guys. Silver on green. Very simple, very almost... I wouldn't say generic. They're very pretty. But, you know, typical, like,
oh, I have a foresty elven character and I want some dye for it.
The leaves are very delicate on that one. Alright. Alright, one more of these boxes to go, and then we'll get into the other two smaller type of boxes. For sure, raccoon. Ah, here we go. Here's a beachy. Here's a beach die. Literally, sand, foam, and water. And then these are something completely different. Oh, these guys. Okay. These are similar to one of the sets I was showing you guys earlier that I'm not sure the camera cannot quite pick up the color change as I turn it. It's kind of getting it. Yeah. But, oh my god. Can't believe you're introducing fur to the... Buddy! He's got his face up against the lump that's the old man cat. He's like sitting there pouting. Oh. Oh, baby. Yeah, the beach one's nice. It's got a nice, like, true glitter to it. Very glittery. Sparkling waves. Let's see here. Here's a couple more. I've got 3 more Borealis sets in here. Of very different colorations, with the gothic numbers.
This one's, it's like...
It's almost like watermelon colored. Lime green on red. And then of course I had to purple because it was so sparkly. Look at that shimmer.
Look at that shimmer. I'll have it. I'll have it.
I'm trying to remember where I got the beach one. Can't remember. Can't think. And then this one is just weird. Like, it's like, they're like yellow-ish? Almost a yellow-green with silver? I don't know. I really liked the Borealis line of dice because they just had some weird color combos. And they were just so sparkly. So sparkly. Oh, this guy, see, he's funny. So it's another blue and purple with silver, but instead it's less transparent and more just like
milky with a sheen to it.
Okay, so you guys know the fucking jazz cup, right? The jazz design, the like teal and purple on the side of a white cup. That is basically what these dice are. This set is. That's what it made me think of, so I bought them. Purple and teal with white lettering. Yes, the gothic number font on the Borealis ones are like, I don't know. It's aces, man. It's a really good one. And the numbers are so nice and big. Like, I don't mind small numbers, but it is really nice when they're big. Yeah, I like to these. And then these both are in the same vein of like,
Hey, we're going to the mall and it's 1992.
purple on pink, mega sparkles, mega sheen. And specifically light blue on orange, like orange soda at the food court kind of feel with sparkle. I don't know. I could not resist. Perfect 90s fight. Exactly. And I have a couple of games that I never got around to being able to play with people that I was like, these would be perfect for that because that is the vibe of the game.
Yes, hello, honey.
Okay. All right. I'm getting better at getting through these boxes faster.
We're getting there. We're getting there. Yes? Well, honey, it's not time for din-dins. You get a little over an hour. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, different people have different, like, things that make their... Like, I have some dice that I do really like the Kiwi ones. They are hard to read, though. It's literally a brown ink on this, like, kiwi fruit-themed backing that's very dark. And, yeah, I don't know. I like them a lot, and I don't think there's any other ink color that would have worked with them, quite frankly. It had to be brown, some shade of brown. All right, now we're gonna get into, I've got two boxes that are a different kind of, but also from the 100 yen shop. They had like smaller slots. I forget how I ended up with these instead a few times, but dice brown and green. So like the Kiwi ones were, hang on. To put these back in order anyway, because very specific. I used to have a very specific order to them, so I would be able to find certain ones if I was looking for them. There's the keys. There they are.
There's the kiwis.
So this is the Kiwi themed dice. Yeah, so it's like green with the dark spots to like the seeds, right? And then the letters are brown.
Yeah.
All right, let's see here. Okay. All right, let's get into. Oh, here we go. Here's one where I've
Even got the little Chessex thing. It's the Chessex lab dice.
I kind of, what I would love is one day to have someone or myself soak these to remove the ink color. Because I don't like the blue. Straight up, I don't like the blue. Maybe if I get a medical themed character at some point, I'll like it better. I'd rather if the kind of lightish, like medium tone blue was more of a green. Like a, not quite seafoam green, but like a lighter green. I think that would actually work better. But yeah, bloody dice.
Got some blood dice.
Because of course I do. With my little Chessex thing to prove that it came from the official lab. Back with new laptop. Woohoo! That's exciting.
Yeah, it's supposed to look like blood splatter.
I have a couple of days they're supposed to do blood splatter, but these are definitely the ones that do it the most like horror movie. Okay, let's get into
Happy Pride! I have ace dice.
I have a very large set of ace dice actually. These came from Ice Cream Dice when they were doing their Pride dice. And it's a really big set. You get, along with all the usuals that you get an extra 20, and you have 4 6s instead of just 1. So.
Yeah. Those are my ace dice.
And keeping with the other dice I got from Ice Cream Dice were their root beer. Their root beer dice, root beer float dice. Cause look at that. I love it. They had root beer float, orange float, and quote unquote cream soda, so like a red, like strawberry cream soda. And these are also, this is also a large set. It comes with 2 20s and 4 6s. So all your 6s are a little bit different too. Look a little different. It's nice. I like my root beer float dice. These, I must have gotten these from Die Shop Online. They're kind of weird. They have like the number font on them is like slightly different from anything I have, and it's like a black inky thing happening, with some like, I don't know, it looks very smudgy. It's like smoke in the die. They're kind of weird. There's sparkle in there though. Sparkle is like the one thing that almost all my dice have. Yeah. Anyway. These ones have a weird font on them too. I kind of like it, but another set that had kind of like the inky, floating bits, yellow and pink. But yeah, like I like this font because it's nice and easy to read, but it's very different from anything else that I have. So yeah. Yes, sparkles, always sparkles. Let's see, here's some more sparkles. This is just like turquoise, teal, blue with sparkles.
Sparkles.
This is one of those that it's very, very plain and simple, but it does actually look a lot nicer in person. Like I'm looking at it on the camera and I'm like,
Not quite capturing the lovely shade of turquoise that is. But it's nice.
hey Banyan! Let's see, more sparkles. Here's a weird one. It's like black with a green iridescent sheen, but also peachiness to it, and gold. I don't know. It reminds me a little of like maybe what's the stone? Tiger's Eye? Has that kind of look to it, depending on the one that you get, you know? Yeah, got some sparkles. Sparkles, more sparkles. This one is kind of a weird palish green with like rosy inky bits and a peachy sheen. Ah, yes, the Tiger's Eye Eurobeat song. But also, it is also another kind of song. Here we go. That had some sparkles in it. So this is similar to my other rose petal one. This also has rose petals of a slightly different color. They're a little more pinky. And this one also has a bit more of a... They're less transparent. The rosin is used as less transparent. I want to say that these were specifically called Angelica or something. That was like the name of the set. Something like that.
Click Clack Rocks! Yay! How you doing, Rain?
We doing the Click Clack Rocks today. We're getting there. I'm like, yeah, we're so far in, and then I'm like staring at my box of singles. Oh god. And then here's one that's not sparkly, but it has like a very interesting layering mix thing to it. It's gray and red, which are like actually two of my favorite colors to pair together. The 20 doesn't actually show it as well. Let me see. The 12 might do better. It's got a sheen to it. There is a sheen in some of them, but it's made to be more like marbly. Thank you, Rain. Yeah, I am gonna sit down and order some braces for sure, because I'm staring down that event and I'm like, I'm gonna destroy my hands doing that. There's the red. This made me think of like a volcano flow where, you know, you see the red and the orange, but then it cools immediately to the gray and black. Oh, oh gosh, I don't even know. What would be my favorite? Do I have a no? I don't know if I have a number one. We might not have gotten to it yet. We might not have gotten to it yet if I have a number one. We do have our pride dice though. Hee hee.
Pride dice.
That one goes in there. 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 Okay. That box is down. I've got one more of these smaller boxes before... Uh-oh. Old man is... he's emerging. Hang on. I gotta help him.
Hey, buddy. Oh, buddy. Here's the way out.
I don't know why you decided to crawl all the way to the end of the bed. With your caving, your spelunking.
Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy. Come on out.
Okay, or don't. Whatever. I got stuff to do. Let's see here. Ooh, okay. So these two sets, they came from a same family of dice. Buddy, I was lifting up the blanket for you, and you're acting like it's hard to get out. There you go. There you go, buddy. So this one's meant to be themed to like a caramel apple kind of. It's like, even though it's pink instead of red, but it's got like green, but like this like caramelish color in it. It's kind of weird. Let me grab, which one shows it really good? Yeah, like there's the 6 from the same. It's got like a weird caramel coated candy with caramel look to it. And then this one was from the same family. I can't think of what the line was called. It's from the same family. And there is actually some sparkle in there. The light's not picking it up as much, but the focus is more on like the marbly look. This is like weird seafoam, almost like toothpaste green with red. It's weird. I like it. I like it a lot. It's weird. Then they're inked white, not silver. Those are from the same line. There was a third one in the line, but I don't think I liked it as much as these two, so I didn't get it. Yeah, in this one, the sparkle is mostly in the caramel color, so it's kind of hard to capture. It's more of a simple, like, very light greenish sheen, whereas the sparkle in the red and green is specifically in the red. Like, if you look really closely, it's got the red is like actually super sparkly.
Right? They look like, oh, tasty treats.
I lied. I have another set of Borealis. Oh, they're not Borealis, but they are Gothic. Purple on black. Simple. Goth dice. Goth dice. It's such a good goth font. Such a good one. I think they did a bunch with a bunch of different colors. You could get different ones. All right. Okay, I'll do those soon. Let's do these random ones. Are these? Yes. Another Beholder's Gaze dice. This was, I forget if the Foresty one must have been like an original design of theirs. This one is definitely an original of theirs. I think it was called like Nightshade or something. And they like had a couple left and they were just trying to get rid of them. So I got it on sale. It's just a little extra because I thought it might look nice. It has very chunky glitter in it. It's like purple, but there's this, you can kind of see it better, a little bit better in like say the 6. Yeah, it's not pure purple. Yeah, and then the glitter is extra chunky silver glitter. It looks like Nightshade to you. Yeah, I could see it. Ooh, I got these to go along with my ones that look like Grandpa's Tumble Rocks. They have a similar, speaking of tigers, a similar vibe to them. They're the kind, they're one of the sets I have that's like much more sparkly than you realize right away. Yeah, they're really nice. It's such an interesting thing. It's like silver ink on almost like brown, but then the sheen, like the sparkle sheen, is purple. These were from a specific line, and I can't think of what it was called. I can't think of what it was called now. It's been too long. I used to have all that information just kind of in the back of my head, and so much of that is just gone. Just gone. These are some plain ones. They almost look like Barbie dice or something because it's just like gold on pink. Very plain. I actually got them for a particular character, but they've ended up just kind of mixing and matching with other stuff. And then this set, I think I got this as like, I got to pick out like a freebie set when I bought some metal dice, black ink on like brown that looks like leather, essentially. They're really dark. There you go. You can kind of get the weather, see more of the weathered look. And apologies, I keep realizing that because of the way my mic is normally set up, I'm probably actually talking away from it slightly, so hopefully you guys have been able to hear me okay. I'm not talking directly into it.
I like this set.
The weathering is really cool. I wish I could use these more. I will admit this set, this is an acrylic set, and the way they feel okay in your hand, but my experience with them is that they don't roll super well. So I think there's like one or two of the dice that roll better than the others, so I do use them from time to time. This one,
Look at it makes me think of it's like your science textbook talking about geology and stratos stuff and the different things you find in the different chunks of Earth. That's what it makes me think of. I like these a lot. Yeah.
And then, okay, I got all 3 sets of this variety. There's a blue, a green, and a pink. So, the blue on white-ish, white rosin.
Dodecahedron.
The glitter is pink, is actually very specifically pink. I'm not sure if I can get it to show on this camera though, because it's just like the whole thing is just sparkle, and that's actually kind of hard to capture sometimes. So like pink glitter on the blue inked ones, and then the pink ones have more of like a iridescent greeny purple kind of thing going on. Yes, the tricolor set is so geology, and I love it. And then the green set actually does have green and white glitter. Hey, Corgi. I will take a sip of my coffee here in just a moment. We're gonna switch to water as soon as I'm out of coffee. Yeah, this was just a really interesting. Here, I'll put the 6s all next to each other. Again, I don't remember the name of the line, but I thought they were neat. I think it's interesting they chose to put pink glitter and almost more of a teal glitter in this one, and yet when you look at it from afar, it looks like it's just trying to be like an ice cube or just a cube of pink. It's an interesting phenomena. Okay, did I do all the ones in this box? I think I did. I think I did.
Yeah.
Woohoo! Okay, we've gotten through all of my box, my like organized boxes of like full sets. Next up, I'm gonna show you guys some stuff I got like off a Kickstarter. First off, these came from a game called Adorablins.
Yellow gremlin dice.
You might be familiar with the artist, Amber. Some people already follow her on Twitter. She is going through some intense grief posting right now, so I really wanted to show off the Adorablins because, yeah, I wanted to send some good, just mentally send some good vibes her way, because she's going through some really serious stuff right now and could use it.
Gremlin dice.
Yeah, so it was a game that I helped kickstart that was like, it basically fits in a tin. It's one of those that fits in a tin. And it's called Adorablins, and like you
Could be like a farmer goblin or a fighter goblin, and there's a hamster, and like,
yeah, it's adorable. It's adorable. So, and these are, as you can probably tell,
they're very tiny.
so I'll put a regular 6 next to one of them for comparison.
They're small. Little gobbles.
So yeah, keep those over there so I don't lose them. Okay. So, if you know the dice world, you may know the name Dispel. I only have 2 sets of Dispel dice. They're from the very first Kickstarter they did. I got in on a group order, essentially, because I was out of town when it started. I was, like, out of the country when it started, so I couldn't join in. It's hard for me to say. This is probably one of my favorite sets. It's called Persephone's Seeds. And speaking of gray/silver and red going well together, There's no way that this little Logitech's gonna be able to do these dice complete justice. They are just amazing. This deep, like blood red with, there's like gold foil inside, but it's not gold foil in a way that it's like you're meant to see the gold. It's just meant to create that texturing like a pomegranate. With the silver inking. Yeah. So, and they've got like these nice, really easy to read numbers. I do believe the font was made by the creator and is copyrighted. So it's really easy to tell if you get fakes because, they'll be cheap. They'll look like this, but they'll be way too fucking cheap and not as good. They're so cool. I got 2 from this one. I'll show you the box properly for the other one. Cause like, so you get, I'll show you the box properly, cause this one, some of them, I have a hard time fitting them back in. So like, you've got your little certificate of authenticity. So you know you actually got it for realsies. So I got Persephone seeds and what was the name of the other one? Was it Strawberry Galaxy? Pastel Galaxy. Pastel Galaxy. I got Pastel Galaxy. So I'll try to show the box a little more properly inside. Because this one, they're all actually in the box. So the 4s especially are hard to get back in there because you have to put them in from up underneath. These are just so they're so cool. You remember these? Yeah, dude. Like, there's no way for a camera to do these justice. Like, you have to have like a special mega DSLR or something. So it's like a pastel pink with like some iridescent, like, it's like there's tinsel in here, like iridescent tinsel and glitter and chunks, and like there's just so much going on in this dice set. They are so pretty. Yeah, they're so good. They're so good. Let me see if I can get the 6 out of here. And it's interesting because my Persephone Seeds ones, they're very, not uniform, but they feel very cohesive. And the Galaxy ones have a little bit more variation because of the way that the stuff that's inside sometimes falls to one end. There's a little bit more variation. Yeah. They are fucking awesome. I haven't gotten anything else from them just because money. But I wouldn't say no. I think there was at least one other set that I thought about getting that I was like, well, maybe someday, but honestly, the maybe someday, those things are probably going to be like 50 million times more expensive because they'll be a collector's item. Okay, and now comes the fun part where I gotta get my 8s and my 10s to sit right so I can put the certificate back inside without it keeping me from closing the box. Alright. So those are my Dispel ones. And then I got 2 from the first Wild Earth dice Kickstarter they did. I didn't get any from the other ones they've done. They're about to do a space themed one and I would love to, but I just can't. And these were definitely meant to be, let's see, which one should I start with? These ones, okay, so these ones I never really used because I decided that in person they didn't translate the way that I was hoping for, but they are really pretty, so maybe I will use them eventually. So this was in this was meant to be. So like Wild Earth was supposed to be like, there was one that was like kind of rainforesty. There was one that made you think of volcanoes. There was, you know, various natural things, right? And this was the one that was like space sky. And I think it's just the one that I got because they were intended to be more like clear with like black on one side and like things floating in them, like spacey. And mine, a lot of mine are like just really dark. Because that happens, you know, as when you're mass producing the dice, that especially if they have like intricate designs to them. And yeah, this camera just cannot. There's some like really bright blue sparkle in there. I'm kind of getting it. What was this one called? Oh, that's good. Bro, Wild Earth, where do you put the name of it? It's probably under the dice, I bet you. I bet it's under them. Let me pull the 12 out, we'll have a look. Because some of them definitely have more of the clear. This one is kind of so-so, like it's kind of half and half, which is a little weird. Endless Horizons and star maps with copper details, oof. And then like, yeah, okay, let me pull this one out. I feel like this one, it's really obvious that I don't think mine came out the way they were supposed to. But they're so nice. I've just never used them for anything because I was slightly disappointed in this particular set. But they're still pretty. I just haven't had, I haven't had a character that they would fit for right, so I haven't like drug them out. Yeah, this is a set where it's like, you know, if somebody saw them and it was like, bro, I'll take those off your hands, I would absolutely just be like, all right, it's fine. The other ones I got from them though, I love. The other ones I got, I love. Those were the space themed ones. These were the ones, they were something about caverns. I don't know why it was something about caverns. Pinky purple with tons of iridescent like tinsel. And on the camera they seem harder to read than they are in real life, to be honest. With the silver on silver. You were looking at liquid quartz. They did do some liquid quartz ones, yes. And generally their stuff's been like really good, so I think I just got like a weird one. This one came out really, really nice. It's so sparkly. So sparkly. Look at that sparkle. So while the Wild Earth boxes are bigger than the Dispel ones, so they take up more space, which isn't great, it is easier to get the dice in and out. It is much easier because of the way they're designed. They're designed to like hold them carefully, but also you don't have to like completely take the box apart to pull them out. Gosh, yeah, I'm having a hard time.
That's so sparkly. That's so pretty.
Alright. I think, are we on like round 3 of this album? Or are we just... No, we're still on round 2. That's okay. We're going to... Let's do... this one. Yeah, so the Wild Earth ones are nice too. They're nice too. Okay, let me get a sippy here. Let me run and do a bathroom break really quick. And then we can continue with my... my stoof here, up at the back here. I got my metal dice primarily from Dice Envy, so
That's their baggie. They had a little lion as their design.
alright, let me... I'll be right. So I have like... I technically have 2 metal sets. The other one is just packed back in a drawer, unfortunately, and I didn't get it dug out in time. But this was my first metal set. I basically did a mystery set because I didn't really know what I wanted. And I just wanted something plain. And so it's just, yeah, very chrome. Polychrome, mirrory, black on silver kind of set. They have slightly rounded edges, so they're a little less pokey. But they've definitely, like, if you look carefully, like, they definitely beat each other up in the back. Even still. And then you don't see, I feel like you don't see them, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm just not in the dice world right now. I feel like this shape was kind of popular for a while as like an alternative for your 4s instead of them being a triangle. These are really heavy. They have a very intense weight to them. Hey, Reaper. This was just kind of a basic. I have some more of these from them that we'll see in a little bit that are in my singles box that are not metal. Black on like a coppery thing. And then this one, this was just fun. Look at that. That was just a fun looking dice. Yeah, so. Alright, so let me put those over there. Okay, now comes the hard part. My giant box of singles. Oh, where everything is different. Put my gloves back on. I started out very humble with just a handful of tens and Chessex sparkly boreals tens and because so here you go, Marley trivia. My first tabletop game ever was not D&D. It was Changeling the Lost. So all I fucking needed were 10s, so I had a bunch of 10s that I got at Yellow Submarine. And then I don't know, I just got bit by the dice bug. And I've always had I had a lot of 10s.
How a lot of 10s.
So let's just mosey through here, shall we? Shall we start with the 20s? I'll just get a big chunk of 20s. Let me just pull all of the 20s out and then I'll try to satisfying click-clacky noises. Actually, you know what? I should hold them over on this side so I don't accidentally like fling them off. I actually don't like this track as much. It's fine, but
I'm gonna skip this one.
Oh yeah. Here we go. Somebody was asking about glow-in-the-dark dice earlier. I have this one. I don't know why it's in my singles and not in with the other fortune-telling dice. I should change that. Maybe, oh, I know why. Because it's hard to tell that this is the glow-in-the-dark one. So it came with an extra 20 that is the same design as the other 20, but it glows in the dark. But because, like, if you actually pay attention, like, the coloration is different from the others. But, yeah. Let's see here. This was definitely one of my first that I got single.
It's like little lavendery
speckles. Very, very tea and collecting herbs kind of feel to it.
Hello! You're back for the 3rd time.
He's really afraid I'm gonna forget to feed him.
Hi, honey. Yes, hello. Hello. You want attention.
He's like, stop talking to those strangers on the internet and pay attention to me. Here's another one. I think it's from the same kind of family of dice. Like bits of like yellow and red speckle. Not speckle, but, well, spots. Red spots. Again, feels very like, yeah, collected some herbs from the garden kind of feel to it. Hey, buddy. Sparkly blue, shimmery, icy oceany blue with silver ink.
Ooh. Shimmer, shimmer.
Clear rosin with black and like ultra multicolored chunky glitter. Is this guy? He looks like the floor after prom or something. The dance floor, that is. Let's see. Ooh, I really like this one. I wish I had a full set that was like this, but they went out of print, so to speak. It's like a pumpkin spice, black on amber. This camera just cannot capture it, but I'm doing my best. Oh my gosh, please. My own hand, please. We trying. We trying. Let's see what else we got here. Oh, this one is slightly smaller, ever so slightly smaller than the others, and it's got the marbled look, black on purple. I think I just bought I either got this from Dice Shop online or I got it from Yellow Submarine, because this is like just a weird, this is a weirdo, like it's so plain and weird. I don't know. Oh, speaking of plain and Yellow Submarine, here are these were probably my first 20s. Very basic Chessex, most definitely Chessex. Teal, purple, and black. Slightly marbled. I don't have the heart. Like, I can't, I generally, like, I really have to not connect with the dice for some reason to want to let them go. Even if I get a set and it's not quite what I expect, I keep them because I will find something to use them for. Ooh, this one's fun. Blue and purple gray iridescent, like blue iridescent. Yeah, that one's fun. Just sparkly! Silver ink. This is from a particular type of set, so it has a particular font. I forget the brand, the group. This one has specifically very pink and white sparkles. It was basically a line of a bunch of clear / white resiny or acrylic-y like stuff, but each one had slightly different glitter in it. One was more peachy, one was more green, one was more pink. This one just had so much sparkle to it. I had to have it. And actually, the more I do this, the worse I'm getting at it. It's kind of funny. You think I'd be getting better at showing the dice. I'm getting worse. What else we got here? Something completely different. So you can get ones like this that have red splatter on them, and they're probably the most common blood splatter ones that you'll see. I think, do I have one? I do. I have a 6. We'll see later. That's the red splatter. And then I have some, oh, I actually have a 4. I have a 4 that's also the green splatter. Haha. Ta-da. I just liked the green splatter. I always liked it. I just thought it looked cool. I also have ones that are blue splatter that reminded me of, like, old china plates. So, let's see here. Ooh! Turquoise ink on gold glitter. Like, come on. Again, this is one of those where it's, like, kind of weird, and I don't think that the light can really capture the colors, but... Dude, like, this thing is so cool. Like that one a lot. Here's one that's kind of one of those, like, inky, milky kind of ones. Black, red, and white. Feels very vampire-y, honestly, looking at it with the gold inking. Let's see here. Oh, black on purpley bluish, silvery, clear. I don't know. I like, you might have noticed, I really enjoy some odd colors and some very stark contrast with the ink color versus the dice.
Hee fancy.
Speaking of black ink, this one is also, I feel like this one is more, for me, this is more amber, the other one's more pumpkin spice, this is more just straight amber. With black ink. Yeah, this one's fun. Very Halloween-y. This one is like blue with like almost tealish, foamy colors with silver ink. And there's sparkle in the bluey purple parts, but not in the green parts. So it's got like, there's that kind of contrast happening. On one side it's more matte, and then it's got the
Sparkled on the other side.
Oh my god, how am I getting worse at this?
My hands are getting tired.
That must be it. Oh, we were talking about ones that make us think of like going to the mall in the 90s. I think this actually kind of fits that bill. Bit of like milky white with clear, bright pink letters, no sparkle, simple. They're not fluorescent pink, but it is a brighter pink. The camera's picking up as a bit more purpley, but it is pink. It's hot pink. That one's fun. This is another one of my weirdos. How to describe this one? It's like gray, black, green with tons of sparkle, and it's inked in dark green of all things. So yeah, this one's weird. I like it. I think this was a set that I wanted the full set, but you couldn't get it anymore, but you could get some singles, so I got a 20. Yeah, 20 in it because I wanted that sparkle.
Want that green sparkle. Shimmer shine. Yeah.
And then this one is, okay, how to describe this? It's pinky purple with a little kind of goldy green in the middle down to more of a regular purpley black with shimmer. Yeah, I almost didn't get my like Kickstarter box out because I was like, where did I put them? Oh, good. They're in the front of the drawer, not the back of the drawer that I can't get to right now. Let me see here. Okay, so those are the 20s. I'll do the 12s. I actually have a surprising number of single 12s because sometimes I just think the 12 looks the nicest in the bunch and I only wanted one, so... Like this one. This one, I believe, is from the same line as my gold on pink ones. It's like a dark magenta or fuchsia on like seafoam green, toothpaste green. It looks paler. It looks, well, that really makes it look paler. It looks paler on the camera. It's a bit more green in real life. In the IRLs, milky, light pink, dark pink. Speaking of fuchsia, again, it's coming out more purple on the camera, but it's actually more magenta, fuchsia-y IRL.
Yeah, simple and nice, silver ink.
lighter purple and darker purple, I think meant to kind of evoke a night sky kind of feel to it. I actually think this one would look better inked in something that's not gold. Silver could work. Get nuked, nerd. This is one of the Cthulhu dice, because I never got a full set. I just wanted a few singles from it. This was the bright neon green on black. These are from years ago. There you go. Let's see here. Oh! Speaking of Kickstarters, Raccoon Sky Pirates, anybody? Who wants a raccoon die?
Raccoons.
It's just darkish, well, medium gray on black. And then the 4 is painted special. I forget why, because I never actually got to play the game, but I did look through the... Oh, and the 7 is also different. The young cat is now racing through the house going... Because he thinks I'm not going to feed him. Buddy! But yes.
Raccoons!
Whoops, accidentally...
Turned my UI back on. Yeah.
Okay. Ooh, this one's fun. Blue and purple, kind of modeled with black ink. Very simple, very plain, but nice. And it's actually been hard to see the purple, but it's in there. There we go.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of pumpkin spice sparkly amber, I think this is the same. Well, actually, no, it's not. This is from a different kind of set than the other ambery one I have, even though it's black on amber. It does not have the same font. It has bigger numbers. Let's see here. Oh, this was definite. So this was definitely Yellow Submarine, but I guess it could have been Dice Shop Online. Quote unquote elvish. Clear, red on clear. Here, let me just set it down for a second and not. Okay, kind of see. This one is definitely aged. It's got it. Like it should have. It used to be like clear, and now it's kind of just looks red and yellowed. But yeah, cat is literally running into the door, going,
"Buddy, it's 2 o'clock. It's not quite your foodie time. I will take a break if I have to feed you. I will. I promise. I promise."
Let's see here. Oh, actually, let me do one of these first. Another simple one. I think this one was meant to be kind of strata. Geology. Blacks and grays. Very simple, but nice. Oh, here's another one of the sparkly ones. This one has red, kind of like that 20 I had. This one is the more like party time sparkle, because it's got like peachy and green iridescent in it, and it's inked in gold instead of silver. Really big numbers on these ones. I think part of why I like that gothic font on the Borealis one so much is because they're big numbers, but they don't feel like they take up the whole face like this one does. The numbers definitely take up the, gosh darn it, the entire... Campbell, you're gonna break something. You need to chill, dude. Let's see here.
Pink. Magenta pink on light pink.
Inky swirls. Inky swirls with silver. Silver numbers.
Simple, but nice.
This one's another blue and purple. This one is kind of like, so this 20 where like the seafoam green, the light bluish seafoam green is matte while the rest is sparkly. This one is the same. The purple is not on it, is not sparkly, but the blue is sparkly. So it creates this kind of effect where there's some matte spots mixed in with the, oh my gosh. I'm literally getting worse at this every second. Yeah, that one's nice. Ooh, here's another one that is inked hot pink. This one looks more pink on the camera than the other one did. Maybe because of the juxtaposition, juxtaposition with the black speckles. This one is a weird one. Kind of makes me think of boba tea or something. It's clear. It's clear. On one side there's more like white speckles, and on the other side there's more black speckles. Again, kind of 90s mall. 90s mall feel, yeah. This one, yeah, I don't know. I liked it. And I thought it showed up better in the bigger dice, but I guess I couldn't get a 20 in it, so I got a 12 instead. Here we go. Teal ink. Teal ink. Teal turquoisey ink. I think this is more teal than turquoise. On clear with lots of sparkle. The sparkle is mostly green, but there's actually, especially on the 6 side, you can kind of see almost like a milky pink sheen kind of trying to come through. Almost, it's a kind of pearlescent, I guess. There's a little bit of pearlescentness to it, I guess I should say. Looks really simple, but you get it up close, you start moving it around, and you're like, ooh, that's actually really nice. And my final 12 is, this had to have been a yellow submarine, just grab. Red on white and black, marble-y looking, like, so vampire. So old school vampire.
I am a goth. Did you know I'm a goth? Can you tell I'm a goth? Yeah.
It has a really nice sheen to it, like, honestly. Like, that's really nice. It looks polished. Even though it's just, I think these are acrylic, so. Yep.
Yeah.
All right, we've gotten through there. Let's get through the 10s, and then I'll take another little short break so I can feed the cats. Look, I did at a certain point, because I was no longer playing the Changeling game, eventually curb my buying of 10s, but I still have quite a few. Not nearly as many. I have more 6s and 8s. I do have more 6s and 8s these days. I have a lot of 10s though. Hey DM, how's it going? Oh gosh. Some lint is starting to float through the air. Alright, let's see. Here is one of the many. So I had those dice that the set I showed you guys earlier that was like proper blood splatter, like gore dice. And then I told you there's gonna be like the very painted looking blood splatter dice. And then I've got these that to me it's like blood in the snow. Like the speckles are very, very small, but they're bright red. In the clear white. Sometimes I say clear / white because it's not completely transparent, right? It's somewhat opaque. Right. I am on earlier. The little bit of natural light coming into the room helps with me getting as much of the actual colors and sparkle to you guys as possible. It's not perfect, but it helps. This one's just nice. It's brown with a sheen to it. This looks like a rock you would buy from that one shop at the mall. Hello, baby girl. Do you want me to hold you? What are you doing? Are you gonna start? A bit half on half. Yeah. And then the green's nice. Yeah, this definitely looks like a rock you would buy from that one shop at the mall. Which is probably why I got it. Because that's how I pick my dice. Is things like, wow, this dice makes me think of Ananda's Mall. Like, okay. Oh, here, I'll pull out a couple of plain ones that I definitely got. There's some plain ones and some Chessex Borealis ones that I definitely got at Yellow Submarine. They were early dice that I bought. This one is more of a, like a, what am I trying to say? What is the phrase I'm looking for? Like a foggy glass kind of color? This one, unfortunately, doesn't treat me super nice. It treats me nicer than its brother. I put its brother away because I was like, well, you still get to hang out because you were one of my first dice, but you treat me really mean. So there's that one. Very plain purple marbly color with very rounded kind of numbers. It has a nice sheen to it, much like that other marbled one. Yeah, buddy? Don't worry, I'm watching the clock. I'm watching the clock, don't worry. I'm watching the clock. Black on gray marble, again, just looks, I just like it. And, you know, when at the time, I felt like my only real choices were to just go to the yellow sub at the, you know, before I got into the online dice game. Dice shop game. Oh, sorry. Sorry guys, I think I just got an important message. Hang on. Uno momento. Let's see. Okay. Okay. I will answer that in just a moment. Okay, I'm gonna have to go on my break ever so slightly early. Here, let me finish this round of early choices of dice. And then I'll go on my, I need to answer an important text message. So I'll do that and then feed the cats. This is like the purple on black one. It's like hard to capture on the camera because it's so plain and simple. Just red on black. Hi, I'm a goth. And then these three are Chessex Borealis. These were some of my these were my very, very, very first dice that I got at Yellow Submarine to play Changeling. Yeah, we've been going through my whole collection. We finally made it to the grand finale, which is all my singles. All my single dice. Okay. Okay. I was gonna try to get through all the 10s before doing my little break, but I do really have to answer this text message. So, okay, we are back. Cats have been fed. Text message dealt with. Stretch my legs. Your curse continues,
Sasuke!
6 is headed home. Nice, I'm glad you're headed home. Okay, let's get through the rest of these 10s that we haven't looked at. And then we'll move on to, we've got 8s, 6s, 4s, and other weirdos. Mwaha. Hope you're doing good, Skidge. Alright, let's see. As always, tons of purple. This is just there's no way the camera's gonna pick this up. Oh, kind of, it's doing it. The blue iridescent sheen. The dye itself is purple, but the minute you start moving in the light is blue. That's a fun one. It actually looks more blue on the camera than it does IRL. It's more subtle IRL. Let's see how.
This is
an oddity. There's some bits of matte, like almost pale green tealish matte in here with like weird inky drops of black. But then there's clear that has aged, so it kind of looks yellowish. Waiting for your pixels dice. Nice. Those sound fun. Can't remember if I saw those around. And then the glitter is pink. Creates a interesting effect. I am struggling. I'm struggling to turn the 10, but you guys get the basic idea. Here's another inky one. Just black and clear. Just plain inky splotch. Tendrils. Even. I feel like this one would look better if it had actual gold lettering and not... or some other color, and not what is essentially looks more like beige or yellow. It's like a matte gold. The electronic dice. Yeah. I think I heard about those.
Thank you, Sigs.
This is from the same family, but it's red in the clear instead of black. I probably bought it because it made me think of blood. I can only imagine that is what it would be. Why else would I have this? This one, the red though, it's a little more tomato soup than blood, frankly. It's Italian. It's Italian horror blood. We're going Dario Argento up in this place. Let's see what else I got. Okay, this one has got it's blue ink on blue. It's like matte, almost pearlescent, but then as you turn it, it's got it's got chunky blue glitter in there. Chunky. Vera! Hello! We doing dice, yeah! We doing dice. We're finally down to my singles box. The last thing we must there we go. How are you doing? What were you up to? Oop, that's not the shout out. What are you up to today? Hello, Stonebland! Hello, the baby bats! Oh, you guys are being pirates? Nice! Hell yeah. I was just turning this dice to show the giant chunks of sparkle in there. Speaking of the ocean.
How you guys doing?
I was gonna say, but yeah, so welcoming guys. Thank you so much for the raid. I'm Marley. If you don't know me, I'm the incarnation of the curse that lingers over this place known as the Haunt. I hang out for freaks, misfits, and other weirdos. We do a lot of horror content here, some dark fantasy and such, but today is actually one of our special milestone streams from our charity event last month. It was a handcam stream, and the vote was for me to show off my entire giant dice collection. Hell yeah, dice drawer. Mine just sit in a stack, really. I'm larger now. But yeah, make yourselves comfy if you need to do stream, if you need to raid and run, if you need to lurk. That goes for anyone who came in. Please take care of yourselves. It's the weekend. Hopefully we get to do some relax. Because just because it's a weekend doesn't mean it's your weekend. I know how it goes. I worked 10 years in retail. I know how that goes.
Yeah, be lurking? Absolutely. Thank you for the lurk. Y'all go check out Farah and Lan. Do it. Do it. Lovely peoples. Lovely peoples.
Alright, this is a weirdo one. It's like... Again, okay, so this one could go in our pile of 90s mall. Because it's like... It looks like a gusher or something. It's like green and orange, like weird radioactive green and orange with black letters. This one might glow in the dark, I forget. I have one or two other ones that technically glow in the dark, but I forget that they do, quite frankly. This one might. Let's see what other ones we got. Here's another one with some green on it, but it's more like my inky tendril ones, but it's like
sparkly green tendrils inside the there we go. Inside the dice instead of it being inky.
See, it's funny. I never got that with dice. Like, I never had the, oh man, it looks like candy. But I do have some that do legitimately look like candy. Like my root beer float dice. Like, that looks like candy. That looks like candy. Alright. Yeah. This one, it's like... Yeah, it's just really sparkly, iridescent green in there. Wow, I got a lot of these tenderly ones. This one is like a rosy pink and purple that are a little bit, have a bit of a sheen to them in a similar fashion in the clear. I warn you guys, anyone popping in just now, I've gotten worse at showing these as the afternoon has progressed instead of better. I think my hand's just tired. And my brain is short-circuiting because I've been like practicing, like, okay, you actually have to move it the opposite direction. You think you have to move it to get it to show what you want it to show, you know? You ate them? Oh no. Oh no. Yeah, so here's, again, black inky, but this one is full of sparkle. This one is full of random iridescent, I think eerie. Well, no, it's not eerie. It's more like a mix of pink and gold. Very general, but nice looking. This one is probably yellowed a bit from age. The clear part seems more yellow. Oh my gosh. Hands, please. You are attached to me. I'd like you to function. That or let them go to rot. Yeah, because depending on what if they're made from rosin, they just yellow with age. It's worse if you let them sit in the sun. Like, I don't know why you would let your dice sit in the sun, but they just yellow with age. Even if you keep them like in the dark, hidden away, they just will. That's just how clear rosin is. That's not how rosin is, period. But especially clear rosin, it's gonna be more obvious. Oh, I missed one of my very first starter Borealis dice.
Black on shimmery whitish.
The glitter is iridescent in there. I don't know. Actually, I think all the Borealis dice have the same. The Chessex Borealis, that is, has the same glitter. I'm talking about when I say Borealis, like there's the Cheswick's Borealis, like these guys, and then there's the gothic lettered ones that were from a different group I was showing off earlier. Ooh, okay, here we go. Purple and blue indigo-ish with the really actually fairly subtle blue glitter inside, but it makes for a nice effect. The glitter doesn't show up as much on the camera, but it's still a nice one. You'll notice I have this weird thing where like some of my dice, like especially my little things, will look similar to each other. And it's like I really liked the idea of the die, and then I found one that maybe worked with that idea even better later, and so I ended up with two that are similar, but like I don't care. They're pretty. Yeah, it refers to like Northern Lights. Ooh, here we go. So this one looks kind of like, I had those weird ones that almost look like coffee with milk earlier. This is similar to that, but it's black and gray. This also kind of looks like a tumbled rock, quite frankly. Like some of my others. Hang on, I'm gonna put that one down to kind of turn it. You kind of see the... I'm trying to work quick because the light will be changing as the afternoon continues, so I want to make sure we keep this. Oh, okay, another one of those super sparkly. This one has super mega hot pink glitter. This is from one of those big old party time glitter ones with the huge numbers on them. Granite dice, yeah. That's the word I was thinking of earlier. I was like, I'm trying to think of one that's not marble, because some of the ones I have have a marbled look, but others have like specifically a granite look to them. That's the word I was looking for. Yes, you gotta roll with the pressure cooker to get the good setting. Anyway. Again, this is one of those where it's like, it's just so glittery, the camera almost just can't deal with it. Alright, here's another one of the Cthulhu dice. I have a 10. It's purple on black. Let me see if I can get it to... Without the port. We are going... Just so y'all know, the group that makes the Call of Cthulhu games just recently did a real shit thing, and we don't support them. These are old die. I'm not gonna get rid of them. I like them. They look neat. Ooh. I got this one for very specifically for my character I was playing in Changeling because it's like a seam foam color. This is basically the color of her eyes. Sea foam with simple silver glitter. I really like this one. This is one of my favorites from the singles. Simple, foggy, but still sparkly. Yeah, the artwork's super pretty. Okay, here's the blue splatter that I told you guys about. I think I have an 8. It's also a blue splatter, yes. This made me think of like old china plates, right? The blue china design. That particular kind of porcelain. That's what it made me think of. So, I got them. And those are all my 10s. Let's go. Okay, so, next are 8s. Next are 8s. I have a lot of 8s. I just happen to play characters that often needed 8s. So I have a lot of 8s. 8s and 6s. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh, hey, so here's the other steampunk one I was talking about. So this one's more of an ivory, black on ivory, than my other ones that are like white and black. Similar dealio though. Ah, there we go. There's the face. Oh my god, I'm still pulling out 8s as I'm doing this. Ooh, that sounds interesting, Skidge. I actually, as I was telling people earlier, I actually started with Changeling the Lost. I didn't start with D&D. That's part of why I have so many 10s. So, this is just stuff I've collected. And in fact, has almost only maybe half of these have anything to do with, like, having a 5e character or something. Like, yeah. Let's see here. Well, simple, sparkly, light green, ultra sparkle that the camera can't possibly pick up. Ooh. Oh. Very simple, foggy glass looked ones. This was probably one of my yellow submarine grabs. This is definitely a yellow submarine grab. Speaking of granite. Red on black with white specks. Let's see. Simple purple, another purple with kind of that blue eerie sheen. I wasn't sure if this was the same as that 10 or what was it? Was it a 12? I think it was a 10. Yeah, I think this is the same as that one. Got a couple here. Ooh, okay. We were talking about ones that look like geology that I have. This is another one. Ooh, like the ruby red in the middle. Surrounded by gray. I like red and gray together. What can I say? What can I say? Let's see here. Oh, this one's like that one. What did I have? I think it was also a 10. Yeah, that looks like just one of those. A particular kind of rock from a particular kind of shop. You know? Brown and green. Yay, geology! Yeah, Yellow Submarine is a chain of hobby stores in Japan, where I used to live. And you can, like, go in and, like, just peruse, like, single dice, essentially, and buy what you want. This one, I think I got from the dice shop online. I think it was a single I got from them. It's black and blue with red ink, which looks nice. I actually think it might look cool with silver, but the red is a nice stark contrast. One of those things where the black is very matte, but the blue is sparkly as heck. Hell yeah. Simple, marbled, black and gray. Looking polished, looking shiny. Yeah, there's hobby shops all over the place, but Yellow Submarine is very specifically a Japanese hobby chain. They do tabletop stuff. They do models and minis and such like that, like any, you know, chain or local game shop might do. But they're like pretty much the only game in town in Japan. So whether you like them or not. Blue and sort of it's more yellow than gold, honestly, but I guess it's supposed to be blue and gold. Sparkler, sparkler.
Let's see what else we got here. Let's grab some of these purple and pink ones. Here's a pink one with purple inky stuff going on inside.
Those you might have to go. Well, actually, some of the yellow subs might have something like that, but they're very tightly controlled and specific about things like model guns, air guns, etc. They're very popular over there. Air guns in particular are really popular over there, but they're really like you gotta, yeah, it's very specific where you can get stuff like that because the guns are a huge no-no in Japan. Mega no-no. If you have a hunting rifle, let's say you have guns because you go hunting, you have to go through a whole rigmarole to get a permit to have the gun in the first place. Then the police actually like come to your house and you have to show them where you will store it and how you store it, and you have to re-up that every single year. And only hunting gear is allowed. You can't just like have a gun. That's why air guns are kind of popular, especially amongst like nerds and cosplayers who do like say Resident Evil cosplay. You know, they need the guns that are true to the characters. This is okay, so it's like the ink is pink and black in clear. I don't know how all the ink can tell. This one isn't very like flashy. It's just like it's just nice, you know? Got a nice look to it. I mean, if you like the kind of like ink falling in water look, there you go. Oh, I also have a 6 that's like this. Autumn leaves. Good old autumn leaves. Good old autumn leaves. But yeah, I have a 6 that is also autumn leaves. Because sometimes I like one so much and I can't get a set of it, so I buy 2. Oh, here we go. Here's some more of that weird, you know, quote-unquote elvish stuff. I think these came from I think one of my ones like this came from Yellow Sub and one of them came from Dice Shop Online, and that's why I can't remember. So we had a something that was like this. What was it? A 12 that was like this. And then this one is opaque. Just white on green. You know. Let's see here. Okay, this one is gonna be one of those ones that's really hard to, I think. Well, actually, I stand corrected. Camera's picking it up. Because this one is one that, like, if you see it just sitting there, it almost looks matte. But then you pick it up and you're like, oh, there's sparkle in there. There's, like, hidden sparkle. And it's a very dark green. It almost looks like it has black in there. But that's just the light tricking you. It's just a very dark green dye. Let's see. Ooh. I think one of the sets I showed you guys earlier was this, but originally I only had this because I couldn't get a set of it. Kind of sunset colors. A little extra one that I have. Of the purpley and orange kind of look. Yeah, I can tell the light's starting to change. I think that's part of... Like, I didn't realize it, but... It's increasing the shadow. Or maybe I'm just noticing the shadow more and that's throwing me off. Inky matte purple and a ultra sparkly dye. Doot, doot. It's just the other half has plain ones. I mean, there were lots of plain ones. I've shown off some of the plain ones I have too. But like Dice Shop Online, it's a UK site. I was saying they're pretty good. So they will actively sell individuals. Not of every set, but they are more likely to have individuals from a set if you just want part of one. Okay, these two are kind of similar, but of different setups. So this one's more is like the one we just saw, where it's got the matte ink and it's orange and like teal turquoise. But then there's like all this sparkle in there. But guess what? I got one. This one makes me think of like, which makes no sense because koi fish are not this color. Well, they're the orange color, I guess. But for this one just makes me think of koi fish. They're the orange, but not the blue, obviously. This is similar colors, but with way more sparkle and not in clear. Like, it's just the two colors packed to the brim with shiny shimmeriness. Metallic. Good times. That's the word I was looking for earlier. Look at that.
It's so pretty.
I have definitely seen pounds of dice. Yeah. You can definitely do pounds of dice. I think those are really great, especially if maybe you have like ones that are not 100% A grade, but they're still good. They're just not, they're like imperfect. Like maybe there's the tiniest little, completely almost unnoticeable. I say almost unnoticeable. It is unnoticeable unless you put it under a magnifying glass. Like the ink is all the way, just ever so slightly off on one of the numbers, or the numbers got too deeply set on a particular round or something. Or maybe the color didn't come out the way that, you know, you had initially intended it. Yeah. More of those.
Purpley, I got purple and blue ink in this one with sparkles.
These all must be from a similar line that I got them from. And I just couldn't decide which one I liked best, so I just like bought a bunch of 8s with different colors. Misprints and a mystery set. Yeah, hell yeah. I love that kind of stuff. But I already knew I had like so many singles I've never done like a pound of dice thing, because I'm just like, bruh, I already have so much. Ooh. This makes me think, okay, I think this probably had a name like Strawberry Swirl or something like that, right? Obviously, you know, it has that kind of look to it. But it made me think of like muscle tissue, like under the skin. And so I bought it. Cross-contamination. Ooh, that sounds fun. That sounds fun. I miss buying dice. I haven't bought any in so long. Oh, here we go. I like this one. I think I had a 12 in this, and I forgot I had an 8. The real, like, icy, sparkly with teal numbers. I have an 8 in that as well. Let's see here. Okay. My collection of black and gray dice. Simple, marbled, lovely, polished. I mean, I really do feel like to a point that me becoming such a dice gremlin was all about, like, the fact that I did love collecting rocks as a kid. I had rocks. I had shiny rocks. And marbles. I was obsessed with marbles. So this was just the next step. This was just the next step. Okay, now, purple. Super purple. And it's weird. There's actually, there's meant to be a bit of an inky look with some blue ink in there, but you can't see it that well. And just plain old silver sparkle. It's just a nice, simple grape juice feeling kind of dye. Grape soda, I should say, not juice. Grape soda.
Cause it's bubbly.
Hey, Hyperdrive. They're classics for a reason. We're gonna shape land. I want to write a triangle. Yeah, I had my favorite, my most beloved marble as a child was one that I got at some science museum that was bigger than all my other marbles, and it looked like the Earth. It was meant to be a little, you know, blue and green. Oh, look, it's a globe kind of thing. Dopamine go burr, exactly.
This is a funny one. Very simple.
Little like confetti feeling. Pink confetti inside of a clear dye.
Very simple, nice.
It's hot pink and shiny though, so it's fun. Let's see what else we got. Super mega ultra green with peachy glitter inside and numbered yellow. Can I get the peachy to show up? Probably, sort of. There you go. Looks more yellow in this light, but that's okay. It still looks cool. What else we got in here? Ooh, I love this one. And am I wrong? Did I only buy one in this style? I think I thought about buying a whole set of these, but then I decided just to get the one because I had so many that were similar to it. So it's just this like just super pearly, peachy pink kind of look on the white. I really like this one. I like that they inked it in white. I think that was a good choice. It could look really cool with some stark contrast, but I think this one, it does look good just with the white on white. So yeah, I think all of my marbles are still around somewhere because a lot of them were hand-me-downs from my mom and aunt. But I did have some that I got myself. Let's see. Ooh, here we go. More tendril inky, but like thicker. You can't really see the clear so much. In black and kind of an amberish color, actually. I like this one. This one's got a nice look to it. The ones that are inky, that have like the ink and water look, they don't seem that exciting when they're just sitting in your box, but you start rolling them and turning them and you're like, ooh, yes, good. I like it. Super mega ultra glittery sparkly. I think I have, is this the same as my 20? It is. I had a 20 in this. I guess I got an 8. I probably accidentally like bought another one. Or I take it back. I take it back. I think there was actually 2 sets that were almost identical. But I'm looking at them now and they have different fonts. They have different fonts for the numbers. They're almost identical. This one has more silvery kind of sheen to the glitter. The 20 has more of like just a blue turquoisey look. Yeah, this one's more icy. This one might be the one that was called like Mermaid's Tears. I know I one of my ones like this was called Mermaid's Tears. One of my blue sets. My blue, not sets, but singles.
Purple, lilac-y, lavendery color with some really pale inkiness.
Inked in a light purple, which I love. I like it. Very simple, but very pretty. Okay, we already looked at my Autumny 6. Time for the 6s. I do have a lot of 6s. Oh, I have a lot of 6s. Alright, we'll get to the 6s, the 4s, and then I'll pull out some of my oddities. I think there's a few in here. Like, yeah, there's like a 12 in here that's like super weird, but I think it was like ultra handmade and smaller. Yeah, another one of these where I'm like, I'm pretty sure I bought these 2 dies because I couldn't get the set, and then later I was able to get the set, so I have extra. The sunset colored ones. Yeah, here we go, Here's a 6 in that Mermaid's Tears. I don't remember if that was the Mermaid Tears one. But shimmeriness. And this one's really similar to a set that I have. I don't know why I want to call this Peach Bellini. It's not Peach Bellini, but that's what it makes me think of. That phrase. Not an actual Peach Bellini, but just the phrase Peach Bellini. Cube time, darn tootin'. I love cubes. Cubes are fun. Speaking of ultra handmade, this was one of the ultra handmade ones. Big oddity, very sparkly. It's just green sparkle inside what was probably clear and it aged. So it's more yellowy now. And then it's also inked in a very odd shade of purple. Like very... What am I trying to think of here? Maybe lilac. That one's fun. Oh, I have more of those weathered dice. But they're, instead of the leathery look, it's more like stone. Simple. One's kind of green, one's kind of purpley. Oh, here we go. I have a 4 in this same style. This might be the one, same set that Elliot was talking about. I'm not sure, because there's a couple of steampunk sets out there. And then there's the 4. There's the 4.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm still pulling this out. Ooh! One of my very first 6s. Purple with blue speckles and silver ink. That looks more like the set you have. Okay, yeah, I thought it might be. Because those two are made by the same group, I think. This is one of my first 6s ever. I'm very attached to it. It's very simple, but I'm very attached to it. Speaking of plain, another first 6. It's clear. That's it. It's clear. Here's another one. Just, you know, see-through pink. Plain. Plain. There's the blue. I had a black one too, but I think it accidentally got mixed in with somebody else's bag, but it was like, it's fine. It's a plain black dye, and actually that's kind of cute that one of my dyes just kind of floated away to somebody else at some point. Again, classics for a reason, right? Easy to read, simple. This is not from the same, but it has a similar feel to it because it's the see-through black, but I think I bought this one later because I did not get that one back. I know I didn't. Some more of those inky tendrils with the red. I think I had a 10 that I showed you guys with this. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, look at that. Look at that splatter. Look at that splatter look. It's so fun. And here's the black one from the same. Yeah. Ink and water look kinda dealio. Blue and purple and silver are immaculate old school vibes, right? Those, I'm pretty sure that's like an old like Chessex, probably Chessex type. Ooh, another weathered one. Definitely looks like stone because that's gray. Black on gray, very simple. Very simple. And our favorite geology rocks. I had that red and gray one. I've got this one. This one in particular is very 70s to me because of the shade of orange, which just made me love it more. I'm like 70s geology textbook. Let's go. Let's go. Love it. Let me get all of these out of here. Oh, this one. Okay, this is a weirdo one. I don't know why it's not in the weirdo box. So, Q Workshop, that's who I was trying to think of that does the quote-unquote elvish ones. They do the digital looking ones. They do the runic ones. Q Workshop. They're the ones that do all the themed dice that I have. This was like a freebie that I got, I think, when I ordered directly from them to get something that was hard to find. And then they gave me this freebie 6 that had like a smattering of their different designs on it. Yeah, right? It's a sampler die. It's fun. Yeah, Q Workshop does some cool stuff. That's what I was trying to think of. I was like, it's one of the bigger names. I can't think of the name, and they made like all of my theme die. It's Q Workshop.
All my theme dice.
This one is kind of like that dark green one, where it doesn't really look, it kind of almost looks matte, and then you pick it up and you're like, oh, it's actually shimmery. Very dark blue that I think is meant to have like some gold in it, but maybe I just got one that was almost totally blue. Like I ordered it because it was mixed colors, but then actually I got one that was just really dark blue. But
It's nice. It's got a good shine. Simple but nice.
Alright, let me put these ones back in that we did. There you go. Simple, this is simple, sparkly, confetti, green confetti, and clear. This was my early ones that I got, I'm pretty sure, before I found those other green sets that were similar. It's like, almost like having like some crunched up leaves in your dice or something. Now you say the name, that's the same. Yeah. I think mine must be too. That one looks like a cheese sandwich. The orange. Yeah, I could see that with the orange one. Okay, we got a couple of sparkly blue ones. Let me spread them out. This one is pure sparkly blue with more pinkish, like, glitter sheen to it. If I can get it in the light, but I don't think it's picking it up. But that's alright. Getting a little bit. Simple. This one is more blue and purple inked in black, so a little harder to see for anyone that's actually, you know, a issue for. I like the way that when you put it up to the light, it's like you're looking through it. It's, I don't know, it's cool. It's a neat little cube. Neat little cube. Again, dark lit numbers, easier to read in IRL than on the camera. Most definitely. Very nebula, right? I like it. More sparkly purple. This one though has blue glitter in it, so it looks kind of similar to some of my other ones, but it is from a different kind of set. You just can't go wrong. I have so many purple dice and so many green dice. I initially had more green than purple, and then I was like, I need to fix that. And actually a lot of black and gray. That's not necessarily noticeable right away. Here's, okay, you guys saw the 10? The 10 that had the, like,
blood on the snow kind of look. Very low key.
This is meant to be a strata one. It doesn't show up as well on the camera, but it goes from black to lighter purple. Just looks like a night sky, honestly. Speaking of skies, I'm gonna change up which album we're listening to. Dun, 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 dun. Looks like an ice cube, right? The gold ink on the blue purple. Yeah, I like that one. This one, yeah, this one. Because right in the corner there, right? It's got that whiter look to it. I don't know. I got a good one. I got this one, you know, just like, oh, I like that set, but I can only get one. I got a 6, and I got lucky. I got a really good one. Got a lot of blues in my 6s, actually. In my D6s. Simple, inky blue, and not quite clear. Gold lettering. Simple blue glitter inside. This one makes me think of swamp lights for some reason. I don't know why. I don't know if it's that they actually make me think of like weird swamp lights, or if it's just that the phrase swamp lights makes me think of this die, or excuse me, the other way around. So it's got like blue in it. I don't know. It's I don't know, it has a more, like the yellow comes out more IRL, so it's, I don't know, it has a weird swampy feel to it, despite the blue. Ooh, this one's fun. I think this is like one of my 20s, but originally I couldn't get a 20 in it. Oh, it's so good. Dark, just regular dark green, like ink. on black inky with tons of green and pink glitter. It's just so fun. Let's see. Oh, this is super plain, iridescent looking, with a cute little teapot and a D on the 6 side. This is my only pip dice. I actually generally don't. This is not my only pip dice. This is one of my only pip dice. I generally don't actually like pip dice very much, unless they have like some kind of theming going on. This is from when I made a sampler order from Dryad Tea. Which is a independent small business tea company, and I got one of their little D6s for funsies. I think that's the only die I have bought in the last like 2.5 years, was the one that came in that tea order.
Thank you for the lurk.
Tea and dice, excellent combination. Hell yeah. This is one of my fae-ish kind of feeling, fairy specifically. Not even necessarily other kinds of fae, but like
Fairy with a bit of teal and light pink and purpley and sparkly.
And the gold ink. Oh, this one. Okay, let's see if we can get this one to show up. This die, depending on which, so if it's sitting like this, you're like, oh, it's like black, but then you turn it over, it's actually confetti, like orange, ambery confetti central, black and orange. And the black is see-through, mixed with orange, transparent, and some goldy, orangey glitter. Let's see. Oh, this should be the last of our Cthulhu dice that I got. This one is like my 10 purple on black. Oh, the cat is yelling to come in. She's just gonna have to wait. We're getting there. We're almost done. I'll let her in when we're between types if she still wants to come in. Pink. Pink with silver glitter. Pink with silver glitter. Super pink with silver glitter.
It's so sparkly. The more sparkliest. Baby girl, you're just gonna have to wait. I'll get to you soon. I'll let you in.
Where's the 6th side? There it is. So sparkly. Let's see here. Ooh, this one. Weird, again, with the kind of weird radioactive green and orangey kind of colors. But this slime, it is full of silvery sheen on top. Like there's like this metallic, glittery look, and then it's inked in silver. It's fun. Let's see here. More matte purple with sparkly blue. This might be like a 10 or something that I have. I forget if they're the same. I'd have to look at the what am I trying to say? The font on the numbers. Aha. Speckled.
Ta-da.
This is the usual one that people have that's like
Blatch bladder.
It's interesting. The 6 has the least amount of splatter on it, which I guess makes sense in the sense of like if you're trying to like save in certain games and like get something high, make sure you don't get this shit kicked out of you. Like a Fate game or something like Fate. If you're not using the regular Fate dice, you can just use regular 6s. More black on amber. This is probably... This might be the same as my 12. The numbers look like they're the same size. The black on amber look. Doesn't get old. Autumn colors, pumpkin spice. Let's go. Ooh, I like this one. I like this one. It's like, there's like, it's almost looks like a gummy or something, or an ooze or something that has like these big chunks, these flakes of metallic blue. But then the dye itself isn't totally see-through. It's more of a milky look. I think this one, as much as I like it, might actually look better with a different color ink. But it would need to be something specific. Because this gold is less metallic and it comes across more yellow. Mega sparkles. I think I have a... Do I have a 4 in this one? I think I do. Yes. Yes, I do. Jelly bean vibes. Yeah. Mega. Like, just chonk sparkle all the way around. Like, the camera can't even, like... It's like, what am I focusing on? There's so much sparkle happening. And there's really tiny... I keep trying to, like, get it where you can see... It might be more obvious in the 4. There's teeny tiny stars in there. Mixed in with the regular glitter. I just thought they were just too shiny and fun. These are ones that, like, you kind of have to have them IRL to, like, hold in your hands and be like, okay, yeah, no, that whole thing is just a chunk of sparkle. It's fun.
It's fun.
Oh, one more. Besides what other weirdos I might have in here. Just some nice gummy looking, like I'm gonna eat a gummy, blue and purple. There is sparkle in there, but it's a little more subtle. So, those are my 6s. Time to get out the 4s. I will see if the cat is still at the door and wants to come in. Let me check really quick and make sure I don't knock all these boxes over when I do it. Baby girl? No, I guess she gave up. She's not as patient as her brother. She's like, well, fine, don't open the door. I'll go somewhere else then. Alright, let's see here. I can't believe we've actually made it through all of these. Oh my gosh, I was worried this would take till like 6 or something. I was like, don't get caught up talking about every single one. Don't get so caught up talking about every single one. You know, just give them a quick look. Alright. I think I showed this one earlier, or I might have mentioned it, because I have the green splatter 20, which is my 4. Get all these guys out. The triangles are a little difficult. They tend to be the most slippery, trying to get them out of the container. You know? Alright. Let's start with some simple ones that are ones that were definitely some early ones that I got from the Yellow Submarine. This might have been a Yellow Submarine. This was either Dice Shop or Yellow Sub. That's another one. This is technically Yellow Sub. I'll show it in a second. Simple, marbly, white, gray, into black, with silver ink. Very, very simple, nice. This one is almost the same, but with gold ink. Has a slightly different and more polished look to it. This is like my, did I have it, was it a 10 or a 12? I had a 12 that was like this, the red on the really polished white and black. Trying to run away from me. Purpley, shades of purple, marbly, gold ink. I'm not really succeeding in capturing it, like, at all. This one is so simple looking. There we go. There we go. And then this one might have come from Dye Shop Online. The, like, old school speckledy, almost confetti look. But no sparkle. Plain. Or like a rock sparkle, a granite sparkle. Not sparkle. Speckle! Speckle. With blue ink. Very, again, very old school, like, science special vibes from this thing. Which I like. And I'm doing a terrible job at capturing. Some of the plain ones are actually almost harder to capture than the sparkle ones. Because there's actually a lot of color in the speckle on this one. The speckles are white and blue and red. But kind of hard to capture. This one I definitely got from Yellow Sub. I know I did. It's one of the runic ones from Q Workshop. This die, I don't really know how to explain it, but I never roll this. It was my lucky die for a particular character. As in, it went in with all the dice that I was going to use for that character to increase their good vibes. And if I didn't have this in there, every single time, I learned quickly. If this was not in there with them, because I stopped putting it in there because I was like, well, I don't usually roll this one. I usually roll one. I don't roll 4s often anyway, so I'll take this one out. Immediately, I started rolling like shit with this character. Every time. So I put this back in, and lo and behold, I started rolling better. Not like amazing, but like better. It was a noticeable difference. So this is a lucky die. This random black on light blue runic thing. This one I definitely got from Yellow Sub. Simple leaf design, black on ivory, carved looking. Like, the carving is all ivory, and then the black has been, like, put in between. She's back, by the way. She has come back to yellow again. Sweetie, I just opened the door and you didn't come. Simple leaf pattern, but very nice. I will try to let her in. Hang on. Yes, baby girl. I hear you wowing. Well, come on in. Come on in. Yeah, we had to close the door. Come on in. Yeah. Excuse me, baby girl. I gotta get back over here. Alright. Let's see what else I got in here. Some more sparkly confetti looking, simple black and confetti glitter inside clear. Very straightforward and the fun. This one, there's like this weird, so the flakes in there, they look like scales. They're meant to, I think they're supposed to evoke dragon scales or something, but they're just little polyhedral shaped things. It's fun though. Kind of a turquoise and clear with gold numbers. These two are somewhat similar, but they are from different sets, I'm pretty sure. That, or they're from the same one, and I just got two very different looking orangey, sunset, reddy, purpley looking with white ink. Simple, fun. Y'all are bringing all the fuzz in. Oh, I think I might have gotten this one at Yellow Sub. That or Dye Shop Online. It was like a super rando. It's orange with like almost brass numbers. And it's full of glitter, but the color of the dye itself is too untransparent. It's too opaque. It doesn't really show. Like, there's no actual glitter effect. There's no sheen to it. It looks just more like spots inside the dice. Oh, here we go. This one is similar to that other one I showed you that has the little flakes in it. This one has the turquoise numbers with more kind of iridescent white flakes inside. They're fun. There we go. Here's another. This one is pink with gold flakes and gold letters. It's another one that, like, when you start turning it, it looks really cool, but when it's just sitting in your box, it doesn't stand out to you, quite frankly. But actually, you start turning it, and it's actually really nice. Fucking, like, fucking fuchsia magenta with gold flakes. Like, it's fun. Let's see here.
Just black and green sparkles.
Inside, clear dice, silver numbers. Simple, fun, excuse me, sparkly. I didn't take this big. Let's see here. Oh, this one. This is more of that. I don't know that it's the same set because I don't know that the other set had silver numbers, but matte purple, but see-through blue. This one has no sparkle. It's just about the tendrils. Apparently by math rock you mean dice and not the music. The music is also kind of math rock, let's be real. How you doing, Sabera? Let's see here. Simple, foggy, milky, very pale green, gold numbers.
Don't look at.
I'm tired, but I'm okay. I'm okay. Finally getting to the end of incredibly, I've gone through so many boxes of dice. Oh, more sunsetty colors with sparkle. Silver ink. It's actually surprising I own this many fours, because I never really needed fours for, like, anything that I played. But this one has a nice... Again, you sit it in your box and you're like, it's not much... There's not much going on here, but then you start turning it over in the light and you're like, ooh, I remember why I got you. And finally... Let's put this in the 1990s mall box. Red ink on freaking, like, Ninja Turtle green and purple. It's just like, yeah, I can't even. There we go. That kind of brightens it up a bit. Like, it's just fun. It's just fun. Okay, my weirdo box, which is a combo of stuff. There's some weirdos. I won't show every single one. But... Oh, is this supposed to be? I don't think this is supposed to be in the weirdos box. I think this is just supposed to be in my fours. I think it fell over. Almost like beachy colors. From that other set I have. Yeah. Weirdos like this. So this is one of my super ultra handmade dice. That is... Like, the colors are very odd and interesting and fun. Unfortunately, these really weird ones I got that are smaller than normal, I got from a seller on Etsy, and they're just not around anymore from what I could find. If they are, they maybe made a new shop and I just missed it. Yeah, That one's kind of a weirdo, and I have a 12 from the same person. Like you know, like look at that 10. Look how skinny the 0 is. Like these are just oddballs. They're just fun. They're ones I don't normally roll, but I love them, and I want them to hang out with the rest of my dice. This one's a weirdo in the sense that like it wasn't inked very well. I think the numbers just weren't, they were just slightly too shallow to get a good inking job done, but again, the color is just so fun. And I like these dice that it's almost like same color on same color, you know? I actually like those. I think they're fun. So, goes back in there. Oh, my D dice. Okay, I have another die that says D on it, and the reason why I bought this one was because for whatever reason it specifically made me think of Vampire Hunter D, who was one of my characters as I grew up that I think was very formative for me. So there you have it. Okay, here's some other of those weird shaped ones that I like, my metal ones I was showing y'all earlier. These are fun little D4s. And you know, obviously it's like almost like Zelda hearts, and it's great for when you have someone who does heals because you're like literally rolling a die that has little hearts on it to heal them. It's cute. It's fun. Basic pearly white with black ink. Very cute. And then we have, okay, bruh. Alright. So, before I got my Dryad Tea die, these were my only pip dice, and I generally don't roll them. I just put them on display if, you know, I have the setup for it right now. I don't really have decorations because it's not really my room where I'm staying, so. Hey look, anybody into Shin Megami Tensei? These came as a pair. There was not a separate one for Pumpkin Jack. It was just Blackjack and Jack Frost kind of looking. Yeah. I got these. So there was one of the perks of living over in Japan is that sometimes they do at the same place out in Odaiba where they do like Design Festa and a lot of the bigger like Comiket and stuff like that. Sometimes artists get together and do smaller, very specific fan-oriented things. So I went to this big Shin Megami Tensei like fan event and got a ton of stuff. I have a Rubik's Cube in my stuff somewhere that is on each side is a different type of Jack, including the one that's dressed like Rydell. It's really cute.
It's that thing from Persona, yeah.
So, those are my Jack dice.
Both are my Jack dice.
And I think, other than like, I think there was like, I have like a set of Genesis dice. It doesn't matter, they're just plain Genesis dice. Y'all, if you collect dice, and you want to be able to see what you have, but not necessarily have it on displays because you want to keep them nice, this kind of thing, I know that these are probably, these ones that you get are probably going to be pricier most places. But if you can find ones like my 100 yen shop ones, like, oh, they're perfect. They're literally perfect for storing dice. Because I've got, this is my big weirdo one that I paid a little bit more for so I could have like a mix and match sizes for my different size dice. But my two kinds, I've got this kind where I keep, they're more square. And then the one that I have like a bajillion of from earlier, the ones that stack nicely because they have little feet that fit into, you have the little
Show the people. The little foot that fits into the slot of the other box. The slot of the other box.
So good. So good for stashing this stuff. Eat won't never. I would never eat my math rock babies.
They're my precious math rock babies.
I also have some other random ones, like some of the ones that I showed you guys I actually have doubles of because in my yellow sub days that's all I had access to. Sometimes I buy 2 of one of the same kind, you know, like, yeah. Yeah. Anyway, whoo. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. This is just over 3 hours. Well, if you include breaks, the breaks it took probably 3 hours. 3 hours. I am proud of that because I thought we were gonna be here for 5 to 6 because I didn't know how it was gonna be fast. I don't know if I can really show them properly because of the way I have the camera set up. I do have my very first bag that I used as a dice bag. This was from the artist Emily Cheeseman. I believe is her name. And right now it holds random things, and also a giant Ziploc full of like baggies I got from various dice companies that threw all the dice in the little baggie. And they're very glittery and fun, but I don't really have a use for them, and I keep my like Dice Envy bag full of my metal ones in there. I keep my Genesis ones in there. I need to move those metal ones that I couldn't find. I need to move them in here is what I need to do. When I start deconstructing everything to put it away again, I'll see if I can find them. Let me see. Yeah. I also have like a few sets that like I didn't show you guys where I was like, no, I got these and I legit didn't like them and they've just sat there because they're not for me. This one is harder to show.
Very witchy looking. Yes, this is a broom. This is supposed to be a broomstick attached to a big cauldron. It even has little leggies.
This was also a gift from my friend Jazz, who gave me the really thorny purple dice. This is covered in cat hair, as you can tell. It just cannot be helped. But those are my 2 main, like, I usually keep my dice in here. Now, this one is one of those that when you open it up, it actually, technically, if you really had to, it has a very, very flat bottom. You could roll in there. I don't, but it has, like, pockets.
It has pockets!
But things tend to just mix all together anyway when you close it up, so it's fine. Better, technically, if you were going to somebody's house, you would probably want to just put fewer dice in there. Unlike me. Don't do what I do. But yeah.
Thank you guys for hanging out.